Yo, what is up, my fellow Twitchers? And if you guys are going to be watching this now or later on YouTube, I'm going to explain to you how I'm able to play MLB The Show 22 as a blind gamer, okay? When the menu loads up in the beginning of the game, whatever, it takes a while for the menus to load. How I usually do it to know that I'm in the menus, I hit circle, it makes a little clicking noise. Then you go down one. And then you go three to your right. Right here, this is franchise mode. This doesn't change. So I'm going to hit X. I'm going to hit X again. Since I'm already playing a spring training baseball game, I go down one. I'm advancing to the next day. Now this is how I know I advance to the next day. Because I go back, I can't go anymore. I'm hitting down, nothing. I know I'm in this screen because these right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where my depth lineup is, my free agents, trades, transactions, my AAA guys, AA guys, whatever. But this doesn't read. Okay. I had to have a sighted friend help me sign a couple free agents because Carlos Correa, Kyle Schwarber, and Nicholas Castellanos, they were all free agents. They were not in the right teams as they are now. As we all know, Carlos Correa is with the Minnesota Twins, and Kyle Schwarber and Nicholas Castellanos is with the Philadelphia Phillies. So give me a minute if I can tweet this out. All right. Where is it? Let me just tweet this out real quick, please. Okay. So we'll just pause this. All right. Let's go back to the chat. All right. Turn on React App. Okay. Excuse me. I'm drinking coffee here. Okay. So we're here, right? This is calendar. This is right here. This is next game. So you hit X. Go down. So yeah, this is manage game. Cause this is play full game, and this is manage game. I'm gonna go back again. Right here. This is the next game. So usually when you advance to the next day, you're not able to move up or down or whatever. And if when you press X here, if this is the next day, if you go down and you can't move anymore, it's because you're gonna advance the next day. But this is the next day. So right. So this is manage. This is play full game. I'm not gonna play full game because as a blind person, there's no fucking way you're gonna pitch nor hit the ball at all. Okay? You may hit it. You may. But you're gonna strike out more times than not, and that's not how I play this fucking game. Okay? This is manage game. So I'm gonna hit manage right here. Alright, you hit X, 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 X. Okay, when you get right here, usually I can hit options, but sometimes when you hit the options button, as you play this game during the season, it'll tell you a guy needs a day off, a guy needs rest, or whatever. Usually I have my son read that to me, and then I can adjust my lineup and pitching accordingly. But still, you need sighted help because if you know baseball, if you know your pitchers, if you know your batters, you know who to rest, who to put in, and whatever. So that part you always need sighted help because there's no way you could do it manually, just by yourself. There's just no way. So I am going to hit options just to play the game. So let's go. And of course I turn off the music because, well, you have to when you're playing any
So
sports
just
game.
about set. Here's Elvis Andrus.
Leading off the afternoon for
All right.
Oakland, the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Okay. So the pitcher, I'm pitching. All right, the guy's batting. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing because I'm managing this ball club. The computers might be doing everything else, but I'm telling the computer, my pitcher, what to do. And depending on certain situations, I can warm up my batter, and I'll explain to you how I do that and how I know I'm warming up my pitcher and who I'm warming up because I have a digital recorder. I had my son read out my bullpen and in order, and then I warm up who I want to warm up, and I'll explain to you how you're doing that and when you're putting them in and when they warm up. Because in the commentary in MLB 21, the commentary when you warm up a guy in the bullpen and you call timeout, it usually will tell you. He usually will say, "Oh, the guy's warmed up in the bullpen." It was easy for me to know. I can put him in the game. In this one, I've noticed that they don't say that. They'll just say the guys who are you're warming up in the bullpen, but they don't tell you he's warm or nothing. So you kind of have to use your own judgment on that one. Usually, I'll know they're warmed up if let's say my pitcher is getting hit a little bit in the 5th inning. I usually warm them up in that 5th inning, and then maybe in the 6th inning, I'm gonna have to assume they're warmed up. If not, I give it one more inning, a half an inning, and then I'll know. And I'll explain to you how I'm doing that because the beauty about this one that they really didn't change any of the menu screen in MLB The Show 22 as they did in MLB 21. It's the same layout, so it's easy for me to remember what the buttons are now. I don't need no sighted help for that because I memorize how that goes. So here we go. You hear this noise? I'm holding R2. Okay? R2. You hear this? It makes that little flicking noise. See? You hear this? And the thing is, I don't need my headset. I can play this on my surround system and listen to this stuff because I don't need my headset. But while I'm using and explaining, the mic is a lot better on the headset. So you hit this. This is R2. This R2 is telling you there's certain things you can do with the pitcher. You can pitch aggressive. Is R2 and X. No, R2 and circles. Pitch aggressive. Pitch to the batters. R2 and X. Pitch around the pitcher is R2 and triangle. So let's say I wanted to hit him, right? Let's just say I didn't like what he did. I want to hit him, so I hit R2 and L1 at the same time. Now he's gonna brush back him.
Here comes a pitch. That hit him.
See?
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's Tony
Leading
Kemp.
off the afternoon for Oakland, the second baseman.
So we're just doing this as an example, because we all know I won't be doing this shit in an actual game.
The pitch.
Okay. So
That one fouled off.
I'm gonna hold R2. Wait for it. See? Now I'm gonna throw to second base. I'm gonna tell him to throw to second. So I hold R2 and then L2 and square.
Stroman throw to first. Andrews back in standing.
I'm gonna do it again. You hold R2 and for you
Runner
to
at first with no outs here.
and for you to indicate what you want the pitcher to do, you hold L2 and whatever the button is. So I'm gonna hold L2 again and I'm gonna hit him.
The 0-1. And there's a ball.
That kind of brushed him back. So again, I'm gonna hold R2, L2. We'll do it again.
And that one gets past the catcher. And the runner holds.
Throw out pitch. Okay. So now I'm going to hold L2. And then I'm going to throw to the second. Throw to first again.
Stroman picks over, and he's back safely.
I'm going to hold L2 again. And now I'm going to pitch to the batter.
Kicks and deals. On the ground, could be 2.
That's 2. Ooh, that was 2.
Andrews aboard here at first with nobody out.
All right, now you don't have to do anything sometimes. You can just let the computer do the pitches for you if you want.
Next pitch is outside.
Or there's this button right here. If I hit X, I still have to memorize this screen right here because if you hear these little noises very faintly, one of these menu screens is to tell the pitcher what to do. Like if you want him to pitch inside, outside, low and away, in and away. What's up, man? Out and away. I don't usually try to mess with this menu because it's confusing and I will get lost. So for me, I never use it. I just use pitch to the batter or pitch aggressive, and then he'll throw whatever he wants to throw. So I'm backing out. I hit circle.
Left-hand batter waits.
He's gonna pitch.
Fouled off again. And
Okay.
it remains 3-2.
So now I'm gonna hold L2, and I'm gonna hit square. It's gonna vibrate. It's gonna throw to first.
Kickoff throw, and he's back in there.
See? This is me telling the pitcher what to do. This is not the computer just doing whatever they want to do. I am controlling this pitcher, and I am telling him throw to first. He'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
All right, let's see if we can turn 2 here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And you can hear this. You hear this little whooshing noise? I'm holding R2. It makes this noise. I can hit. Those are the little menu screens you can hit. Now I'm gonna throw to first base again.
Throw over to first.
See?
Andrews back easily.
And I'm using L2, the trigger button, to tell my pitcher throw to first. He'll do it again.
Throw over. And he's back in that time as well.
On PS5. So this is me controlling the pitcher. Look, I'll do it again. This is not the, is it simulating? No, because if this is a simulation, if this is simulation, the computer will not be doing what I'm doing. Okay, the computer is not, rarely the computer would ever throw to first, second, or whatever. So, as a blind person, it's like me having vision. For me, it's me still playing this game like if I had vision. Because when I had vision, this is exactly what I'd be doing, right? I'll be throwing a second, throwing a first. You can even call timeout. You can pitch around. You can pitch out. It's the same way as the computer doing it. Of course, the computer is doing it most of the work because I can't see the ball, and I'll show you. I'll show you that when I'm batting. The same thing. So it's not simulation. Simulation would not have this right here. This is my bullpen, right? The computer will not warm up your bullpen if you're playing against the computer. The other computer will not be warming up the bullpen and changing your lineup and doing that with your bullpen. This loops, okay? All this loops. This is not read, okay? But if you're a true baseball fan, and I really mean if you're really a true baseball fan, you're going to know your depth chart. You're going to know your bullpen, okay? Because as I hit X, right here, this is how I know I'm in the bullpen. If I go up one, this is my closer. If I go up one more time, usually this is your 8th inning guy, right? And then anybody else beyond this, you could warm up whoever the hell you want, usually, however you want it, mix match your bullpen guys. So this always stays the same. So if you go into depth chart before you start the game, you go to your bullpen, you go to your lineups, you read those guys. If someone's there to tell you who these guys are in order, because I go in order. There's 8 bullpen guys like this. This is how I do it. I go down, down, and if I stay quiet, you can hear this. I usually have my son read from 1 through 8, and then when I back out like this, and I go like this again, and I want to know, okay, I have these guys. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth. Then it goes back to the guy again. It loops. But if I want to find my closer quickly, he's always up. He's always the last guy up. And if you use a guy, let's say I use the number 1 guy right here. Let's say I use number 36, which I already know this is number 36 because I already played a couple spring training baseball games. This does not change. But if you use him, the next guy down will be number 2. So then your closer still will be up 1 unless you don't use him. Let's get back. Let's see if we can turn through here.
3-2. That's out to center field. Hat under it. And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Stroman back to work. And that one hammered.
Oh,
back
he hit
there.
it deep. It's gone.
And it's gone. Home run. Matt Olson goes deep, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Pretty good batter. I could even as the pitcher,
well, he took the split finger.
I could even call my pitcher to do a pitch out. Usually the pitch out is a guy's on first or second, and you think he might steal.
He was a professional hitter.
You can pitch out, and usually it's X and down twice, and that's a pitch out usually. Or I could intentionally walk him, right?
And that one fouled off.
I can intentionally walk this guy. So let's just say for laughing giggles, you know, he's kicking my ass. He went 2 for 3 or whatever. He's hot, right? He's hot. So I want to walk him, right? I'm going to walk this guy. I'm going to hold R2. Okay, you hear that whooshing? Okay. Hold R2. And to walk a batter, just to walk him, it's L2. And I do believe L1, I always get confused with these stupid ass buttons. It's L2 and R1 like this.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Did I walk him?
An intentional walk here.
There
Interesting choice with the bases empty and one away. One gone runner at first. And here is Matt Chapman.
Right? So again, you hear this whooshing noise. When you hit this, you hold R2, and then whatever you want your pitcher to do, you gotta hold L2 and square. So square is gonna throw to second. Throw to first. I'm sorry.
Gets back easily.
Okay. Let's say I want to call for a pitch up. I think he's gonna steal, so I hit X, and if I'm not mistaken, hopefully I do this correctly. I'm gonna go down twice. This should be pitch out. Hopefully it is. If not, I apologize, and I still gotta remember this screen. Hit X, it went whoosh. Hit circle.
The pitch. And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out.
See? That's me telling the pitcher what to do, like if I'm catching. So does the menu screen read? No. But if you have someone who's sighted that can read all these little menus, those menus never change. That's the beauty. If I hit X again, I know that's pitch out again. If I go X and go up twice, that's a mound visit. But the problem with that, you got to be careful when you do a mound visit, because if you do it one more time, depending on in the game, you better have somebody warmed up in the bullpen, because it's going to tell you you got to bring somebody in, because you can't call time multiple times in one inning. But I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to hit X. And I'm going to go up twice just to have a mound visit.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound.
See? Give him a little blow. Asking him what the fuck you're doing. Pitch to the batter. Let's fucking go. Alright, let's see what happens.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
No, I'm not pressing anything. I am now letting the computer dictate what pitch he wants to throw and do his thing.
Kicks and fires. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. The tag, and he's out at second.
He's got him. You don't want to Contreras arm, buddy. Now, if I called for a pitch out, he would have been out either way. Because I know that guy can steal.
And the right-hander deals. Chapman gets a piece there.
Okay, and then I'm going to hold R2. R2 again. You make this whooshing noise. These are your options. Again, you could hit L2, hold R2. L2 and X is pitch to the batter. L2 and circle is pitch aggressive. L2 and square is to throw to whoever's on base, depending. L2 and triangle is to pitch around the batter, so he can throw. He'll throw some shit. Let's see what he throws. And you hear that clicking noise?
And a pitch.
Throw him something.
That misses the zone. Ball 3.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Okay, so you hit. I have to hit R2 to hit. There's the whooshing noise again. Then I hit L2 quickly. Now I'm holding L2. He's not gonna do anything. L2 and R1 is to walk a batter, to walk the batter. L2 R2 is to, you know, hit the batter if you really wanted to. And I'll show you when I'm batting, because batting is different little indicators and buttons. But let's see if we can just strike him out here. So I'm going to pitch to the batter.
Back to work. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
He walked him. And the fans are getting restless.
So here's Murphy now.
Sean Murphy.
Okay. I'm going to let the computer try to strike him out.
And a pitch. And strike 1 to the catcher.
And see what happens here. And like I said, usually I don't play with my headset on, because I have a surround system and I can hear these noises, and I know what I'm pressing just by the buttons I just indicated with the controller.
The pitch. Out to center.
Catch it.
And that'll get down for a hit.
Oh, man.
In there safely.
Fucking base it. son of a bitch.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Chad Pinder now.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there.
He's getting hit.
Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo.
But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Bottom of the first. And up next for Chicago, Nico Horner.
All right. Now batting is a little different because there's nobody on base.
This is where you look
But
for the starter to go out there, have a
you hold R2
shutdown
again, you hear this
inning. Don't
whooshing
give that
noise.
other team any hope.
You hold L2,
L2,
and triangle is to take a pitch. L2 and circle is to bunt. You don't need to know anything else because the batter will swing at whatever pitch he deems that it's good for him to do. So I'm going to hit L2 and triangle and tell him not to swing at the first pitch. Just take it.
Why to kick the pitch? That one's in there. That's strike one.
Okay. Now I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let's see if he swings for the pitch he wants.
Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And he deals. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And the righty deals.
Ooh.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Come on, Nico.
Two down. Popped in the air. Left field. Pinder makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Damn it.
Batting second.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
And here it comes. Nick Madrigal watches that one for a strike. Standing in here with 1 down. And there's a foul ball.
Oh. Thought he got it.
One down, base is empty. Just missed the inside
Ooh.
corner, and that's ball 1.
Not right now. There's nothing for me to do right now as a manager because I can't tell him to take a pitch right now because I need him to get on base.
The 1-2. And that one fouled off. A swing and a soft liner.
Drop!
And it's caught for the out.
Damn it.
Batting third. The shortstop, Carlos.
Now don't judge me, okay? Because I signed Carlos Correa, Kyle Schwarber, and Nick Castellanos. They're not in the game. They're not with the Phillies, nor with the Minnesota Twins. they were free agents.
Because of that big power arm.
Unless they have a huge update this coming Tuesday, maybe they'll put them in the right teams. But for me,
and still get
they're free agents.
That's impressive.
So I needed someone who had vision to sign these guys for me and then fix my lineup.
And first offering is fouled off.
So let's see if Carlos Correa can get on board. And usually you want your contact and your speed guy 1 and 2 or 2 and 1 in the lineup.
Swung on, belted.
Get out!
There. Got it.
Damn it! Fucking caught it, son of a bitch.
Catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Wowzers.
Top of the second. Now it's the DH, Steven Piscotty.
Okay. But another thing, when you're playing the show in franchise mode, I have not tried all the other modes, but especially in franchise mode. Since you're playing 162 games, it's just like in real life. If you tax your bullpen, one game, the next game, they're not going to be so fresh. There's indicators, bars of their energy, and an indicator bar. What's going on, my friend? There's an indicator bar of their energy, and there's an indicator bar for their confidence. And the only reason I know this is because when I played MLB The Show 21, and I brought in my closer, I noticed his confidence was up, but his pitching was kind of erratic. And I had to ask my son, why is he throwing, he's not throwing up to his speed. What's going on? And my son said that his energy's high. His energy was kind of medium or too low, but his confidence was high. So as you play this game, franchise mode, and you're playing 162, it's just like in real life. If you tax your bullpen early, you might need to do a couple of changes, bring somebody up from AAA or whatever, because if you try to bring him up 2-3 games in a row, he will get hit. That's one thing I learned on 21. I didn't realize that. So in this one, I'm gonna try not to tax my bullpen. But since we're just doing this as an example, because everyone keeps asking, Silas, you're not really playing this game. You're blind, so you're just letting the computer play. You're doing a simulation. No, it's not a simulation because it's me doing everything else. Like if I had vision. So we're gonna just, for example. We're just going to warm up this guy right here. This is number 36, which he won't be number 36 for long because he'll be in AAA or whatever. So I'm going to warm him up. I hit X. This is warm-up pitcher. I'm going to hit X again. You're going to hear him throw. You hear that little, right? You hear it? And then he'll say, the guy is warming up in the bullpen. Eventually.
The wind of the pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
No worries. This is for an example game, all right? Spring training. Relax.
The 1-0.
I like the crowd.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 36 is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club.
Okay. Now, the reason you're going to say, how the hell you knew that was number 36? It's because I played this game a couple days ago, and I had my son read out my bullpen. This would all change because number 36 is not going to be here. But I know number 36 was the first one, and then Kyle, whatever the fuck, is my second guy. But that's not the point. The point is that when you play this game, when you bullpen, and you want to know your guys, it goes in order. And like I said, I have a digital recorder, and I keep that in mind just in case. Let's say I didn't want to bring number 36. Let's say I wanted to bring this guy right here. I know who this guy is, and I could just warm him up because it goes in order 1 through 8. Usually you have 8 guys in the bullpen, and like I said, usually the top guy right here is your closer. The guy one more up is usually your 8th inning guy. And usually you try not to use these two guys as much. You rather use any of these guys in the, 6th, 7th, 8th inning, depending on your situation. But let's see if Stroman can get out of this inning here.
Righty delivers. And he hits a ground ball right side.
Easy.
Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 13.
All right. So he told you number 36 is throwing in the bullpen, right? What they don't tell you in MLB The Show 21, when you warm up a guy in the bullpen, it usually will tell you. The commentary usually will say, "Oh, the guy in the bullpen is usually warmed up," and it was easy for me to indicate and let me know. Okay, I could put him in the game now. Now I got to use my judgment, so I know I already warmed him up, so I'm gonna let him. I'll probably put him in the next inning
Oakland, Luis
when
Barrera.
it's my turn to pitch again.
The pitch. That's in for a strike.
And usually there's two ways to bring in a pitcher. If he's warmed up already, you can schedule him to put him in.
And a pitch. And a foul ball.
Or you could do it the way I'm going to do it now, which is pretty easy. If you want to just put him in right away, without scheduling him to put him in.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
2. Okay.
Now batting, the shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Elvis Andrews will hit next.
Like I said, I'm going to go get myself a cup of coffee. I can do this. I can play this game
The pitch.
in my kitchen if I wanted to.
That one missed. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
And the 1-0. Fought off foul. Right-hander kick steals. And that one almost got him.
Now I'm going to say again. Ideally, this franchise mode for people who are blind, this may not be for them. But for me, it works for me.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Schwarber, and that'll do it. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they're on top 2-0.
All right, let's see if we can get on board.
Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Kyle Schwarber.
Let's see if Kyle can get a hit.
The wind and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive.
Get out!
That one carried. And in one hops the wall.
Oh, double.
And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make
So
some
my guy's on base. He's on second.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Okay. I'm on old R2. Now,
well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board
let him
early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Okay. So, L2 and circle is bunt. L2 and triangle, again, is to take a pitch. L2 and square is to have your second, your guy on second or in first, depending. Steal. To do a hit and run is L2 and L1. it's a hit and run. So let's try a hit and run. Let's see if this actually works, okay? So I'm gonna hit L2 and L1 at the same time. It's gonna make a clicking noise. All right, so I'm gonna hit and run.
And
Let's go.
pitch. And the runner's coming home. Swing and a miss. The tag, he's out at the plate. Wow, that was scary.
Okay, I didn't
Someone
know.
definitely missed a sign there.
Didn't know he was. I thought he was on second. I didn't know he hit a triple. What the fuck? Had I known he was on second, I would have. Well, he would have probably been out because Kyle Schwarber, realistically, he doesn't run. He doesn't really run as fast. But that's fine. That was an example of a hit and run. It was sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, right? Because the pitcher, the batter would either not swing at a pitch that he really didn't like, and sometimes he hits it. So I'm taking a gamble when I do a hit and run like that he might hit the ball, he may not. And depending on the situation, as far as the count was concerned, he took the pitch instead of swinging at it. Now, had it been a 3 balls, 2 strikes approach, he might have swing. But since it wasn't a 3-2 count or anything close to that sort, even a 2-2 count, he just said, I'm not swinging. And Kyle Schwarber got caught at home plate. So it's all good. Let's go.
This to third. Gets it to first, and Castellanos is out.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to
Now
make
that would have
him
been a
work
run.
harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing
let's
him
go.
down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Okay. So, my bullpen guy, I think he's warmed up, right? So you hit X. It's going to say, you scheduled to put in game. I'm going to go down 1 because I know he's pretty warm right now. Hit X. And then when the game starts up again, as I pitch, it's not going to have, it's going to give me a menu screen.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. You're going to let it go. You better be ready to swing it.
Kicks and fires. Stays alive. Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
We could have had a run. All right, it's all good. Okay, so as you saw, I warmed him up. He's really hot. It's now on the screen right here. It's saying, do you want to put the guy number 36 in, right? If you don't want to, you just hit X because it'll cancel out. But if you want to put him in the game, then you go down 1 and makes a clicking noise like that. And you hit X.
So they turn things over to the righty, number 36. And he'll do his best to keep this close.
So this is not a simulation game. This is not computer versus computer. This is me actually controlling my team.
Welcome back. Now it's
I'm
the
telling
second
him
baseman,
exactly what the
Tony
fuck
Kemp.
to do.
This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt. Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. This one in the air, center field. Pat right there to make the grab. One away.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Here is Matt Olson.
All right, so let's warm up another guy because number 36 he might go. I might have him just go an inning or two. So we're gonna warm up the next guy on the list. Like I said, right here, this is your closer. But now my number 2 guy is my number 1 guy. So I'm gonna warm him up. And you can do 2 people at the same time. So I'll warm up 2 guys. So I'll hit X. Oops. Pause it. And then I know I can't do it right now. Hold on. Hit options. Hit X. Usually when you do this, if you can't do it because it's not letting you do it. He's on a motion for pitching.
Here's a drive out to right center.
Oh, he crushed it.
There. Look out. Gone.
Wowzers. Wowzers.
A solo shot. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 3-0. Singing the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Okay.
Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
So 1 out, nobody on.
So let's hit X again. Okay, now I'm back to my bullpen. Now I know I'm warming up this guy right here. So I go down 1 more, and I warm up the second guy. So now I got 2 guys in the bullpen warming up. And he'll mention it eventually.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
Let's see if we can try to get the game back to not a blowout.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And here it comes. Ball 1 there. One out and a runner at second. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Runner leads away at second. Backed off the plate that time.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Two-0. Brown over at second, 1 down.
Come on, number 36, get him out. Let's go. Let's go.
3-1. At the belt and fires. And he walked him.
Of course.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Sean Murphy.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Let's see if we could turn 2 here.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
There's 1.
2.
And that's 2.
Get out the inning. Let's go.
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0.
All right, let's see if we can get back in this ball game here. I think we can get back in this ball game. We have Wilson Contreras coming up.
Ballpark, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. The Cubs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And you got to know your
first offering misses the mark.
Your batters too, you know. If you know your batters, the guy you're controlling, if he's more aggressive, he likes to swing away a lot of things. You can tell him just take a pitch, calm down.
Why to kick the pitch? 2 balls, no strikes to count.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success
like right here
goes up, and that's
I'm
what
gonna
he's been doing. It's made a big impact.
Hit R2. I'm gonna hold R2, and the menu comes up. Then you hit L2 and then triangle. It makes a clicking noise, and I'm gonna have him take a pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now let's see if he swings away here.
And the right-hander deals. And that one a little bit high.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
That's a 50-50 chance he gets something to hit here.
To the plate. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And the righty deals. Oh, this ball is crushed in the left field. It's on its way and gone.
That's his 3rd home run or 4th home run of the spring training.
Wilson Contreras blasts one out, and they slice into the lead. It's 3-1. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
In half up to hit.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The pitch. And a good eye there. The 2-1. Check swing, went around, and it's 2-2. swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his second strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Rafael Ortega stands in. The right-hander back to work. That pitch in for a strike. That's strike one. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball third base side. And he deals. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Nico Horner. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. Ortega, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next pitch misses way outside. Swings and fouls one off. Here's a 1-2. Horner tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Here's Nick Madrigal. He's 0 for 1. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. The pitch.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Am I an actual player? No. But I can tell the computer exactly what to do by depending
he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
What buttons I press.
Right
like
here.
I said,
Heading the count 0-2.
here's
All pitches in play right here, partner.
R2's right here. You hear this whooshing noise? This. I'm flicking R2. I hold it down. It gives me a little menu screen here. When I hit L2, I let go of R2. Now that I hit L2, I can tell the pitcher. I'm not the pitcher. The batter on first base, I can have him straight steal by hitting square. I can do a hit and run by L2 and L2 and L1 at the same time. So let's try doing a hit and run. Let's see if this works. Hold on. All right. Now it's gonna make a clicking noise. Here we go.
2 outs. Runner on the go. The other way, and that one gets down fair.
There you go, a hit and run.
Out base hit keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just to flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box because, boom.
There you go. So is it me controlling my batter or pitcher? No. But I can tell them what to do. Since I am managing this game, I am actually telling them what to do. Just like if I had vision and I wanted to do a hit and run, well, people with vision could do that right there. They can see it and They could do it themselves. I'm doing the same thing if I had vision. I'm trying to play this game. If I had vision, this is what I would be doing, right? I would try to do a hit and run. I would try steal. I would try to be aggressive. I'm doing exactly everything. Everything I'm doing in manager mode is just like if I had vision. So this game works out for me. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Not every blind person is going to play this mode. Not every blind person is going to find this, fun. But for me, it's fun and it works. So this is how I play it. And it's not simulation again. This is not computer versus computer. In a way it is and in a way it isn't. Because, yes, computer on computer, but yet I am telling my team what to do. They don't warm up the batters. They don't, they're not going to do a hit and run. They're not going to steal. If you're playing simulation with computer versus computer, there's no way the computer does any of these little minor things that I'm doing right now. So right now, this guy's warmed up. I'm going to bring him in right here. This guy right here, I'm warming him up. Bring him in the game. Schedule to put him in game. Hit down. Hit X. He's warmed up. He's in the game now. Or he's scheduled to be put in the game. Now let's see what my guys can do here.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Nope. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Okay. So this is not a simulation. This is me managing my ball club. And the beauty about this is that I don't need my headset. I turn on my surround system, and all these little whooshing noise you hear, all these little, like this right here, if you know what they are, if you have someone who's cited to let you know what they are, you don't need headset because it's Katana Prime is lit. It's cool. You don't need to have a headset on your ear to play this game. I can play this game with my surround system, and since I already know the menus, and since I already know what I'm doing in this game, like by pressing these buttons, I don't need OCR to read the menus. I don't use OCR. I just memorize it because it's just like this MLB 22 is just like MLB 21. This right here is my pitches. These are my pitches. Well, if I go up one, this is my closer. If I go up one more, this is usually your 8th inning guy. These don't change. These guys don't change unless you change them. And if I do change them, I do need sighted help. I'll either ask my friend I share play with, tell me the depth chart, tell me my bullpen, and then I have my digital recorder. So when I go into a game, it goes in order of the depth chart, and then I know who I'm bringing in. So my digital recorder, if I wanted to bring in, let's say, this guy right here, I know who he is by counting the numbers down. And as you use a guy, obviously your bullpen depletes. So we already used number 36. He's going to get out the fucking game in a minute. And I'm going to bring in Kyle, whatever the fuck his name is right now. But let's see if we can do something here.
And the 1-0. And that one off the outside edge.
Okay,
right here,
this is R2. You hear this whooshing noise?
Count. You can't nibble, but you have to
you hear this?
Finish your pitch. If you leave something out
as he talks,
plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
You hear this? I'm holding R2. I'm flicking R2. Right? This brings up the menu screen again. Right? I'm gonna let go of R2. And then I'm hold L2. L2 again is tell him to take a pitch. L2 and triangle is take a pitch. So let's take a pitch right here. It's gonna go click. He's not gonna swing.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
See? I'm gonna do it again.
Pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw.
I'm flicking R2. This is the only way I know I got it correctly. You hear this? It goes boom. See that boom? This. Then you hold L2 and then triangle. It's gonna make a click noise. A little boom noise, whatever you want to call it. He's not going to swing.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Now I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let the computer hit. Back.
Slice to right. That's a base hit. Run scores.
See?
Back-to-back base hits. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Kyle Schwarber, the next Cub to hit.
Okay. So now we got guys on base, right? So you're like, damn. What if I had a speed guy on base? Because you know, if you guys have a speed guy on base, you can steal bases, right? But that usually doesn't work. Again, I'm gonna hold R2.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach.
He's not gonna do
Just
anything.
To remind him, focus on the hitter.
Now,
don't worry about
again,
anything else.
R2. So R2, let it go. L2. I'm holding L2. Now L2, I can do a lot of things. I can steal by hold. You gotta hold L2. You gotta hold the trigger down. L2 in squares is to have your guy on base steal. Again, L2 in triangle is to take a pitch. L2 circle is to bunt. L2 and R1 at the same time is hit and run. There's also the menu of, which I still gotta memorize it.
The pitch.
I'm having to take a pitch.
Just missed.
So another way to do it too is hit X.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Now X is right here, right? This goes up. I forgot what these menus are just yet, but this is also for batting. This is like if you want to sacrifice bunts, if you want to bunt, you know, it's the same buttons you're pressing, but there's two more buttons options as far as like a sacrifice bunt or have him sacrifice fly. Meaning if you have a guy on third, you want him just pop the ball in the outfield to get the guy in from third. But I usually don't mess with that because I try to go for more runs than not. So I'm gonna hit circle to get out, and let's see what Kyle Schwarber can do here.
Foul ball there. Next one off the plate inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. All right, let's see if he gives him something to hit here. Usually we'll tell him to take a pitch, but let's see if he gets aggressive.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
I should have taken a pitch. All right, let's see. Kyle Schwarber usually has a good eye on the plate at the plate.
Got him looking.
Oh!
Good job of damage control right there.
Tagged him good.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Okay, so I just warmed up a guy, right? Now it's not going to do anything because it's asking me right here in the screen. It's saying, do you want to put this pitcher in the game? Because I scheduled to put him in the game. If you hit X, you cancel out, and the guy that was pitching an inning before will stay in the game. I'm going to put him in the game, so I'm going to go down 1, and then I'm going to hit X.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tommy Nance.
Tommy Nance
will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen.
So I'm going to make him go a couple innings because I don't want to tax my bullpen in spring training right now.
Here's the left fielder, Chad Pinder.
Chad Pinder. Let's go. Let's see if we can strike him out.
The pitch. Ooh. Righty delivers. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. 2-0.
All right, let's see if we can get him out here.
That one ripped, but foul.
Now, when you hit X here, like I said, I gotta still remember this menu screen because it does loop. There's no, see how it doesn't stop? But with this menu screen, you could actually tell the pitcher throw inside, throw high and low, in and out.
Right-hander kick steals. And a foul ball.
Throw low and away, throw in. You could do any of those pitches, but I still gotta memorize the buttons. The only two ones I know is mound visit and pitch out so far, because it's the only ones I remember how it was in MLB The Show 21. Broken bat.
And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so
that sounded like a broken bat right there, but I guess he hit it. He hit it good.
Really good balance, nice extension.
Bat on ball right there, boys.
And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Stephen Piscotty. And the pitch. Squirts away a little bit. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. And the runner stays where he is.
Okay, so let's say I want to just make sure this guy is not moving. So I'm going to hit R2 again. You hear that whooshing noise? I'm going to hit L2. And now L2 and square. He's going to throw to first base. I'm going to have him throw to first base.
Nance throws over. Throw, and it gets away.
Really? Man, he's on second, I think.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first, and can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
All right, so guy's on second. Or I can walk him. Let's see if we can see if we can do a double play here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
What's the count?
And a pitch. And it skips into dirt. Pinder stands at second with no outs. Next offering clips the zone, count even at 2.
All right, let's see if he throws him something. Probably throw him the curveball here.
Chopped out towards short.
2.
Correa picks it up. Correa over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Okay, the guy stayed on third.
The center fielder, number 13, Luis Barrera.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Luis Barrera.
We're going to walk this guy. So I'm going to R2 again. Hold it. If the menu comes up again, let go of R2. L2 and L2 and R. Wait. I always get confused with stupid ass buttons. L2 and R1 is to walk the batter. So let's walk him. There you go. Let's set up the double play.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So the batting order turns over. Elvis Andrus up next for the A's.
All right, so we walked him. We have a man on first. Unless the guy went from second to third. Let's see if we could turn 2 here and get out the inning.
Nance back to work. Line to left.
Base hit.
Runner from third comes across, and they lead by 2.
And nice sacrifice fly.
The batter number.
Less than 2 outs. Got that runner in.
Tony Kemp.
Man at first, Tony Kemp. Up next for the A's.
It's a 4-2 game. We're not out of it just yet.
And a pitch. In the dirt, blocked. Tags.
He's out.
At second.
Oh, I thought he had him.
That's a wild pitch.
Thought he had him. I thought Wilson Contreras' arm was real good right there.
The 1-0. Up the middle.
That's it.
Can't hang on.
And that's going to score a run.
To hold on to it, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Okay, we're not going to pitch to Matt Olson at all. We're going to walk this dude. He already
2 on with 2 away. Matt Olson digs in now.
He already hit 3 home runs or 2 home runs in this game, so we're going to just intentionally walk him. Again, this is, you hear this whooshing noise? This is R2. I'm going to let go of R2. It lets me bring the menu up. I'm going to hit L2 and R1 just to walk him. We're not even going to, not even pitching to him. Bases loaded.
Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base.
Now batting, right fielder, Seth.
2 outs, bases full. Now
Again, this is
Seth Brown.
I'm gonna bring my guy up. He's already warm. Schedule him, put him in the game. Hit X. Go down 1.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Scott Efros.
Scott Efros coming in.
Loaded, so no time to settle into this.
All right, let's see if we can get out this inning here.
And here it comes. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Can't get there. Base hit. 1 run is in. Not in time. He's safe.
And it keeps him moving.
Ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
We tagged him.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman.
All we needed was a sacrifice fly. But he got a base hit. It's all good.
Pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Chapman gets a piece there. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That one hit to right.
That's it.
In position. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Couple runs came across the board, but it's okay.
Of inning number 4 now. It's the A's 6 and the Cubs 2.
All right. We gotta get some
back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th.
We gotta get some hits.
And he'll work on holding this lead. And welcome back. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
All right, 4, 5, 6 guys coming up. Here we go.
Level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity.
Let's go, 5, 6, and 7.
Secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. The lefty, the 1-0. And that one fouled off. Right side. That's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
And he caught it, son of a bitch.
The catcher, number 40.
I thought that was out. I thought that was going out.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
All right, I'll just keep it like that.
And he deals. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
We can't be really aggressive in the plate or on base. We're going to see if we can score at least a couple runs here. Patrick Wisdom almost had that home run.
Bounce to the right. Sneaks through, base hit.
There we go.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Just didn't get a couple runs.
Ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's the center fielder, Ian Happ.
Oh, let's see. He can give me a 3-run homer. Let's go.
And a pitch. Swings through that one.
I should have told him to take a pitch. See, sometimes you got to calm down the batter. They'll swing at almost anything, depending on the batter.
And now the lefty misses off the plate, and now it's even 1-1. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
All right, it's a hitter's count here, right here.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
I don't know if he threw him. Now he might swing again. I feel like I should tell him to take a pitch, but
the pitch. And down on strikes. And 2 away now.
got him.
Rafael Ortega, the next Cub to hit.
Rafael Ortega.
Okay, Rafael Ortega's been hot a little bit. Let's see if Ortega can give me a base hit somewhere.
Here's a strike.
Let's see if he can give me a base hit.
Left-hand hitter waits. To the right side. And
Drop!
it's just foul.
Oh, I thought that was a base hit right there. Now he's just going to throw him anything away. Have him
He
reach.
caught it behind his back. And very nicely done for the out. On to the top of the fifth
Wow.
we go. It's the A's 6 and the Cubs 2.
And that was our chance, probably.
Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's
That
the
was
catcher.
probably our chance. But what are you going to do?
On Murphy. And Chris, his big
All right.
strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Not even close there. And it's 1-2. Next pitch misses outside. The count now 2-2. Next offering is fouled back.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna set up my spring training game again. But this is just an example and explaining how I'm able to play this game. What I don't even need my headset because, like I said, I use my surround system, and since you can hear the whooshing noises and the buttons you're pressing, obviously it makes a clicking noise, so you know you press the right buttons. And this is how I play MLB The Show in manager mode. I still dictate the pace. I tell the pitcher or the batter what to do depending on the situation. It's not a simulation. It's not computer against computer, and I'm just sitting here drinking coffee and just watching the CPU versus the CPU. That's not what this is not what it is. It is in a way, and in a way it isn't. So I guess you know if you think it's simulation versus CPU versus CPU, then I can't change your mind on that. For me, it's not. For me, it's just not. It's just not. So I'm gonna end the stream here. We're gonna start this spring training up one more time, and we're actually gonna try to win this game. But this is how I play it. And for me, it's just like if I had vision, and you know, depending on the count, depending on the situation, depending on whatever, it's me making the moves. And if I was just playing this game manually, it's just me be doing the same thing as well. Depending on what pitch you pick, right? He might hit it at the ballpark, and you might lose the game 3-2, 4-2, 7-1, whatever, right? Same thing. It's just the computer's just kind of doing it for me, which is okay. All right. Till next time, my friends.